Hi guys, welcome back. Oh my gosh, I can't see. Hang on, let me just clean my glasses. Okay, we are finishing the who's coming in, what's next in love for you. Okay, and this is for Aquarius. Jess, Jess, Jess. All right, let's get started, Aquarius. I'm actually quite organized with you guys. Well, more organized. I had to change this cloth and put on a new one. This one's dirty. Um, that's neither here nor there, though. All right, Aquarius, what's next in love? What's next in love? What's next in love? Aquarius, what's next in love? I didn't want to come out. It did, but it didn't. Okay, let's see. Aquario. This is meant for like, obviously more for like singles or if you're like in a situationship. But I mean, if you're married and you want to take it, I don't know. This is more for like singles because if you're already in a relationship, why would you care what's next in love? And if that's the case, I would definitely look at some other of the um, self-help awareness readings that I do instead of yeah. Anyway, okay. Okay, yes, I still have not fixed my hair, but I really don't care right now. That's the last of my priorities. All right. I actually don't hate it, but no, I do have to fix it, and there needs to be a haircut. And anyway, all right, Aquarius. Aquarius, what's next in love? All right, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So, I felt like another one flipped. It feels like you might be dropping your boundaries a little bit. You might be dropping your boundaries a little bit, or this person, I apologize, this person is dropping their boundaries. I feel like they had, I feel like, and now that I switch it to them, I feel like it wasn't necessarily boundaries, it was more ego that was holding them back in the past. Um, this doesn't necessarily mean that you know this person. It could just mean that maybe this person knows of you. Maybe this person didn't want to date because they were very guarded, right? They were very much in their ego, but I believe that their ego was protecting them from what they perceived heartbreak, or maybe they did go through a heartbreak, right? With the Queen of Wands here, um, I do feel like this is somebody that watches you, and I think they see you as the Queen of Wands. I do believe that they watch you quite a bit. If this could be anywhere. Um, Somebody that watches you. What? This person could travel a lot, and this person might possibly have been in another relationship, and they could have watched you. Let's say you're like you have um, a Facebook or an Instagram, any kind of internet where you post, or if you have like a podcast, if you do this, right? I feel like they might have been watching you while you were while their partner was asleep, or if this is somebody situational, this is somebody that actually likes to watch you sleep, okay? Which is interesting. They do like also watching you get ready. Um, or when you get ready, they like to watch you. I don't know how this person is watching you, but this person is watching you somehow. I don't fully feel like it's, if for some of you guys it could be in person, but for some of you guys it's not. Don't mind my cats, they're going through some stuff, and we're dealing with it. Yeah, this person has had a lot of patience though. They have been biding their time. And I feel like they've been pouring into their own cup. They've been taking care of themselves. They've been um I feel like they have this message is a little bit difficult to pull out. And I feel like it's because this person isn't very good at being vulnerable. That's why there's a lot of viewing. Or this person might have been left out in the cold. And that's why they can't just come up and be vulnerable to you, right? I feel like this person has been trying to come up, become the person that either they feel they need to be in a good relationship, or the person that they believe that they need to be. I feel like this person has started to like change their lives either after they met you, or they just decided that the kind of person that they wanted to be with, they were going to have to be a different, they were going to have to heal, they were going to have to grow. And I feel like this person has been doing that. With temperance, we have the 5 of Swords. um yeah, I do feel like this person has been in relationships that were just really a lot of battle, a lot of arguments, a lot of harsh words, a lot of, I feel like this person took a hit to their self-esteem. And I don't know why, but this person just kept trying. This person kept trying because I feel like this is somebody that doesn't like to fail. But I feel like this was something that should have ended a long time ago. Um, I won't show you the card because you can see a nip here, but it's a gentleman laying down next to a woman, and the woman's sitting up, and she's staring off into somewhere else, and he's like rubbing her with a flower, but she has no attention on him. It's not phasing her whatsoever. And all he's doing is trying to love up on her, and he's trying to just get her attention and be romantic with her, and she has no interest. So I feel like this person was stuck in a situation where there was an equal give and take, or this could have been a situation where you guys were in. Maybe this is somebody that you're not even interested in. Um, Take it how it resonates. Yeah, with the 6 of Swords, this is something you could have moved away from, or they moved away from you because, like I said, it felt like it wasn't reciprocal. Um, but because this person, yeah, no, I'm not feeling like this was done to you. But if it was, just take what resonates. This person has been trying to manifest you, though. They have been manifesting you. They have been using the art of manifestation, literally, not just sitting there and thinking about you. I feel like this person knows how to manifest, and they've been trying to manifest either you directly, or they've been trying to manifest someone like you. I do feel like for a lot of you guys do know this person. You guys might have had an argument, or some words were said here. Um, Something was said here. And now this person realizes what they did, their mistakes. They're starting to grow, they're starting to realize that their actions and their behaviors, they're becoming self-aware. Like I said, don't worry about my cat. So, 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 so. She's in heat, and I have to get her. That's funny because I'm doing a love reading. She's in heat, so I have to go and get her spayed. But I have to have her in the room. But of course, she's doing her mating call, but I have to keep her in the room. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune here, it does feel like you guys are moving in from, I feel like this relationship, if it had started in before, there would have been, it would have been a karmic, there would have been karma to go through and handle and deal with, because I feel like the person that's coming in wasn't ready yet and they were going to do some damage. And I feel like they've already done some damage, but at least for most of you guys, this is not something that couldn't be repairable. But they have done some damage, right? Um, hang on, guys. Let me change my. Hang on. Okay, sorry. Um, I couldn't think with that noise. We got her to be quiet though. Yeah, I feel like if this had come to pass before, and so I feel like divine might have intervened here to get you guys to go a separate way, or to get you guys to either possibly meet, or if you haven't met this person yet, then you might have it's giving like you guys have crossed paths but never met before, if that makes sense. But if you guys had started this prior, there would have been karma here to play out, and this person would have done damage that wasn't meant for you to take on, right? Clarifying the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is going to be this person's gonna come in and want to have harmony with you. They're gonna want to have synergy. You guys are gonna have synergy, right? And when I think of synergy, I think of what's that word I'm thinking of? Symbiotic, right? Like you guys work well together. You guys can co-create. I feel like this person wasn't ready in the past. um there's going to be an organized structure here. There's going to be contributions on both ends, and I feel like that wasn't what it was in the past. Yeah, you guys are going to be a team. You guys are going to be able to collaborate. And it's almost like it's giving almost like two leaders, right? Almost like a power couple here. But it does feel like in the past, again, like I said, whether you know this person or not, this person was not ready to co-lead, right? This person either wanted to play or wanted to lead, and it just wasn't the right dynamic, right? um yeah, this is coming in and you guys are going to be able to work together well. Let's clarify temperance. Yeah. You've been patient. You've been so patient. And because of this, this is actually a wish that's being granted to you guys. This is gonna, and I feel like it's for them as well. Like I said, they've been actually manifesting this, and it's going to feel very serendipitous, almost like the universe placed you in a situation where you guys are going to come back together, and it's going to be completely different, right? There's going to be blessings that are going to come in. Your patience is paying off here. Basically, there's going to be a bunch of abundance, luck, good luck, payoffs. This is a promise that the universe and God has said that they made to you. Because of all the healing that you've done, right? And I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you guys lived a life where money really didn't stay in your hands for very long. And it didn't matter how hard you tried, it would never really stay in your hands, because um, it was almost like you were paying karma. Not only karma, but you couldn't get your, let's say, like basically your family legacy, because you were still dealing with karmic partners and they were just going to steal that from you, and that wasn't meant to happen in this lifetime, right? Everything is in perfect timing. Everything is happening in perfect timing. It does feel like you have been really patient though. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. Yeah, you've been through a lot of bullshit relationships, a lot of fighting, a lot of just fighting for the relationships, right? Even when it was one-sided, like it was one person fighting. Yeah, you got ostrich trap. Yeah, you were dealing with people that were avoidant, people that were closed-minded, people that were refusing to face reality. And I feel like this person probably in the past was also this way. They had a lot of fear-based thinking, and basically they were a runner. They were a runner, and they didn't believe uh in actual like love, like true love. They believed in like connections and those feelings of like that hit of um I was gonna say genetics, but that's obviously not. I don't know why I said that. Adrenaline, that adrenaline hit, right? That you get when you meet someone new, and then it's fresh, and then you guys have that like pressure of hooking up. Can you stop him? Um, Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like this is going to be somebody that's going to grow together. You guys are going to work really hard together. This is going to be achievements. There's going to be recognition. This is going to be the success that you've been waiting for. And it doesn't mean that it's because of this person. It means it's because um this is what I feel like for most of you. This is what you've wanted. And this is what's happening for you because you deserve this at this point, right? And so I feel like it's coming in together, or at least close to the same time. I don't think it's coming in because this person is bringing it in, right? This is something that you've worked really hard for. Yeah, you're going to win. You're going to be the winner. You're going to have the bragging rights, right? Um, Basically everything that you've been working so hard for is going to come to fruition, but because you put the work in, like you've busted your ass, and I feel like you've been sitting here and you have been patient and patient and patient, even when you were like, dude, I think I feel delusional at this point, and it's just not gonna happen, right? I'm not gonna take all of these. I'm gonna take the last one. Yeah, and you were carrying the weight of the world. I feel like this is basically you're releasing all of those wands, you're releasing the burdens, you're releasing the mental, physical, because I feel like right now even things in your 3D life have been really tight. Things have been like you fix one problem, another one pops up. And I feel for like this person too, so you guys might be mirroring, right? Wait, there was another one. Yeah, this is coming in to repair. This is, you're going to be able to like heal yourself, fix things. This is going to be a very healing situation, but I feel like there's also things that it's almost like I'm just seeing a lot of broken parts around you, and it's almost like things are going to come in and start repairing themselves, right? Or you're going to have what you need to be able to repair the things that have been breaking around you, right? I feel like there are it almost feels like you went through a hurricane, and the hurricane like took a toll on your home, and there's toilets not working, and there's a leak in the roof, and your cats need to be neutered, right? And you don't have the money for it or whatever. And then all of a sudden, because you've done the work, this is coming in, and you're going to be able to like to little by little fix the house, paint it, if the car needs work, you know what, like does that make sense? Like it's all gonna come in, and you're going to, and this is permanent. This is not gonna be temporary. It's not gonna be a temporary fix. It's going to start off, and I don't feel like it's even gonna start off slow. I feel like you're gonna get a nice blessing, and then it's going to like maintain, right? It's gonna maintain. I feel like because you've done the work, it's almost like that promise that yeah, that you're not ever gonna have to be put into that situation. I do feel like for the Aquariuses that I'm reading, you guys basically dropped to rock bottom for the last time in your life, right? But I think you've learned the lessons that you needed to, and that's why you're never going to be dropped to rock bottom, because I feel like a lot of the rock bottoms that you even went through were because of other people and you not listening to your intuition. Okay, let's get some more information on the next person coming in. I'm so excited for you guys. I know everybody's been through some shit, and I get it. Interested. Yeah, this person is interested. Go. I'm definitely interested in finding out how our worlds mesh together. Yeah. Yeah, this person is definitely going to be interested. So it's not going to be one-sided. And like I said, I feel like you've gone through your karma and you're moving into your dharmic energy. And it doesn't mean that we continue to create karma when we breathe, right? Karma is not punishment. It is basically an accumulation of um, actions, right? But I feel like the lessons that you've dealt with are no longer going to be karmic. The people that you deal with are no longer going to be karmic. You can continue to learn by meeting like people that are smarter than you, that people that are in different paths than you, right? It's like meeting somebody who's a scientist and you get to learn so many things from that person, right? Or you meet somebody who's a doula and then you learn that, and you get to learn by learning, by living life, by, and in the past instead I feel like it was just pain, but because you didn't have the know-how, you didn't understand that the behaviors you were accepting, you were abandoning yourself. And why is this not giving to me? Come on, come on, come on, tell me more, tell me more. Okay. This person does have some secrets that they're keeping from you. Or they just have secrets in general. It could be that they are either, you could be in a same sex relationship, or this person is fluid, right? And, some people don't like that. So it could be that they're afraid of telling you that they've been in relationships, in same sex relationships, because they're afraid that you're not going to accept them, whatever it is, right? But this person does have, they keep things close to themselves. Some of it is protection, some of it is um, because of, they're afraid of what you're going to think of them. This person does, though, eventually want to marry you. I think they see you as marriage material. I feel like this person um, sees you as endgame, to be honest with you. But we do have them immature. So, and I don't feel like this person is immature. I feel like this person is less mature than you. And we do have the loser card, which is a hard hit, but I do feel like this person, what it is they are actually going through financial issues, and it's karma that they're reaping for certain behaviors that they did, and that's what made them change their ways, right? All right, let's get some physical traits of theirs. I just saw two, 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 two. Sounds weird, huh? Two, 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 two. Let's get some physical traits of theirs. All right, let's see. Yeah, Pluto, judgment. They're going through a judgment. They're going through a rebirth, major changes, transformations. Yeah, they went through some shit. They went through some shit because they had to go through certain karmas, because there was certain egos that had to be dropped. They couldn't come towards you with that ego because you were done with those lessons. And I feel like for you, some of you guys already told them off because they tried to come in that way. You're like, get the out of here, right? They might have Leo. This person is very courageous, but I feel like they are not courageous when it comes to you guys. They do have a lot of confidence and they're very persuasive. This person is actually very smart, right? They're very smart. And I feel like in their field, they're very powerful. But because I think um, they don't, when it comes to being in a healthy relationship, I feel like for both of you, but them as well, they don't know how to come forward and be in a, this person has a lot of fear of rejection, okay? um this person could also have Taurus. This person's very driven. They're an activist as well. They do speak out. This person is very passionate. This person is gonna be like amazing, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And they're a disruptor. They're a disruptor of the system. So this could be somebody that works, like I said, maybe they do like a podcast, but they're in the limelight for something, right? Um, and then we also have the detective here. They're very curious. I'm telling you, they watch you. They watch you a lot. I feel like this person is learning more about you just watching you then by even they're gonna know so much just from watching you. And this is the rule of oh my goodness, I use this word every other reading and I can't remember. The Hawthorne effect, right? When watch when people think you're not watching, and that's how you really learn about people. Because people will behave the way they naturally are when they think people are not watching. But this person is very curious about you. They're very intuitive as well. And their insight is they're very smart, but they are um they basically just need to dip their toe in the water, right? It's saying in the summer or 1 to 3 months during Cancer season, and they're gonna come in with the king of water, or they could have Cancer in their chart, but they're coming in with a king of water. Right now, they are introspective. They are building strength and solitude, and they are disconnecting because, like I said, they are going through karma. So they are taking the time to understand the lessons that they went through, and I feel like they did learn it. So now what's happening is that they're integrating it, right? But it does say perfect match. But I would just use your intuition and make sure that this person is um, coming in correctly, right? Or at least being transparent on what they want, okay? All right, Aquarius, I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.